So here's a quick one about a young gal. She's 22 years old and is throwing a giant meltdown because her boyfriend recently dumped her. He dumped her because upon having a conversation about their past, she admitted to him after being with him for a while that she cheated on a previous boyfriend. And this guy, obviously knowing darn well that's not a good idea to have a girlfriend that did that in the past, kicks her to the curb. And you're going to see her reasons behind why she cheated and all that. And ultimately, regardless of that, he's getting torn apart in the comments section. He's the big bad guy, and she's not. And all these gals are talking about how this is why you never tell guys anything and blah, blah, blah. And at the end of the day, it boils down to the fact that if you have a girlfriend that admitted that she cheated in the past when things were difficult or whatever, she's going to do the same thing to you when things get bad, and it's best to just cut ties, end of story. But I'll get more into that. Title: I, a 22-year-old female, let my boyfriend, a 21-year-old male, know of my past, and he immediately ended it. She says, I'm so devastated. I was dating this guy for 5 months, and honestly was starting to fall pretty hard for him. I found myself telling him things I couldn't even tell my therapist, let alone a partner. However, after drinking one night in and fooling around, we started talking about past relationships. A little late, huh? This is something you'd think you would talk about a lot earlier on than 5 months when he's hooked. I confessed that my ex a year ago had cheated on me. That night I found out, I went out and cheated out of revenge before ending it. I know it wasn't right, and honestly only made me feel more disgusted about the whole situation. So right there in the first paragraph, her boyfriend, if this is accurate, let's keep this in mind. We're going to go on the basis that she's being truthful here and not conveniently leaving things out or exaggerating. He cheated on her, not cool, hurt her. So instead of just ending it with him, she went out and she cheated on him because they were still technically together. What's the problem there? When she's upset or her needs aren't being met or something like that, instead of just ending it and walking away and saying F you, which she certainly had the right to do, she went out and found a guy and hooked up with him to get revenge. This is not someone that you want to be with. This is a bad idea for girlfriend material, because the second she's mad at you, or for whatever reason, it's likely she'll do the same thing. Period. Essentially, he just went silent for a second, got up and explained that he doesn't date people who cheat or help others cheat, and that it's best we just end it right now. Then he left. I tried to explain more, but he just shut me down and left, and now doesn't really want to talk to me. He will respond, but it's clear he's only doing the bare minimum to not hurt my feelings. Is there any chance I can repair this? I know my past was wrong, but honestly, I just finally felt open enough to someone to let them out for once. She says here also, this blew up while I was at work, so I'll fill in the gaps that I have seen. It's best that I summarize, it's best we end it when I should have put it. It's best we end it now rather than in a year when I resent you like hell. I know I'm degrading myself, but I was open because he is actually the most amazing man I ever met. I know everyone will say, hey, you're 22, what do you know? But I've been dating since I was a young teenager. I've met all kinds of boys and men in my life, and I can say with certainty he's one of the best. I want him back and will be willing to do anything, but most of all, I just want him to be happy with or without me. Come on, that's nonsense. Everybody says that. I just want her to be happy. I just want him to be happy. No, you don't. You want him or her back. So, benefit of the doubt, she's being truthful. She says she never cheated before, but she did to this particular guy. And this guy, she probably is used to dating bad boys and losers, so she found herself a good guy that treated like a human being. But guess what? This guy here, he's like, nope, not having it. And again, let's just say what she was saying was true. Okay, fine. It doesn't give her the right to. I mean, yeah, she could be upset. And why didn't she just end it with the guy when she found that he cheated on her? No, she had to go out and get revenge on him and all that. And that, to me, says that is not girlfriend material. That is not relationship material. Because, number one, once a cheater, always a cheater, even if it was revenge. But even then, it's just a bad place to be. You want a gal that, if you're with her, you know from her past actions that if she's unhappy about something or whatever that may be, or angry, she will talk to you and communicate with you or break up with you. She's not going to deliberately do things to get revenge on you, blah, blah, blah. And I don't want to hear that she's in an emotional state and guys don't understand. No, not good. So I don't blame this guy at all. And I would advise him to do the same thing. And the only thing I could say to her is, again, if she's being genuine here, is to let him go. Just say, hey, you know what? I understand. I'm really sorry to lose you. I said my piece. It was wrong. It was a mistake. It's not who I am. Whatever. and let him go. And either one day you'll run into him again and maybe you'll rekindle things, or you won't, you'll move on. But I would suggest in the future, number one, you don't ever do something like that again. Your needs aren't being met or you're angry, get revenge instead of breaking up with a guy. But you're upfront with guys in the past. You start dating, go on a couple of days and say, just to let you know that I did something in my past I'm not proud of, and here's what happened and why. And let the guy know right away, as opposed to waiting 5 months or whatever, let him fall for you. So I got no problem with the way he acted here. But I'd like to hear from you guys. What do you think? Do you think that he should give another chance? That maybe he was being too harsh? I'd like to hear about this, because let me tell you, in the comments section, the gals, to no surprise, are not too happy about this whole thing here. Oh, you opened up and this is what he did to you. This is why women keep secrets, blah, blah, blah. That's what I observed there. So I think he did the right thing. But again, and with her, I'm basing this on she's being truthful. For all I know, she could be lying through her fucking teeth. But I don't know. But he made the right choice. And so I say, guys, again, if you find out your girl cheated in the past or had to do something like this to get revenge, or when her needs are being met, cut it off. You don't need that kind of crap in your life.